Okay, so this is Ringwalk Media in association with Well Ice Therapy and Steel Hub Management. It's first of all, it's International Ladies' Day, Women's Day. So
Yeah,
happy Women's Day to the silver featherweight champion, Sarah Mahfoud. How are you?
I'm great, and thank you so much. It's a
It's
great day today.
yeah, it's lovely to have you on. And it's been a little while, but you've been a very, very busy boxer now. You're full time, haven't you?
There has been a lot of fights these last years. And it have been 2 years since I saw you the last time. It was in Manchester.
Yeah, you were
Yeah,
fighting a certain Amanda Serrano.
certain Amanda Serrano. Yeah,
Yeah.
I lost my title there. So yeah,
You did, but you took her 10 rounds, which nobody believed you would do, and you put up a
I
really
know.
good performance. Hence, now why you're getting all these opportunities because
Yeah.
you showed how good you are. Let's talk a little bit about the silver featherweight title. A great
Mm,
title to win. You had three fights since Amanda's fight, and you won convincingly in your last fight.
mm.
You've done very, very
Yeah,
well. How do you feel your career is going now?
I think there has been a lot happening to women's boxing also here in Denmark. We have had a lot of events, so I have been having more fights, more regular. So I think it's going very well, and I'm really happy to get this opportunity to now go and fight for the world title again. So I worked hard to get here.
Well, obviously you've had the experience. You have been a world champion before, but you're now fighting for the WBC world title, which of course was sort of renounced by Amanda Serrano because she wouldn't box 12 rounds. So you've got an opportunity now that probably doesn't come around very often. This is a belt that's been in only two people's possession in the last 10 years. So
Okay, I
this,
did not know
yeah,
that. Yeah.
so yeah, so
Wow.
the Amanda's had it for about 3 years, and then previously somebody had it for 6 or 7 years. So it's an amazing opportunity, and you're going to Las Vegas to do it.
I'm going to Las Vegas. I cannot understand it yet, but I really look forward to it. It is so big, and yeah, I'm training hard to really put on a good fight in Las Vegas.
And of course, you're fighting Skye Nicholson, who's an up and coming sort of superstar in boxing. She's 9-0, so she's had a few less fights than yourself, but she's a very good boxer. We were just talking off of camera there. It's a 50-50 fight. This really is a very close fight either way, isn't it?
Mhm. Yeah, she's a great boxer. I've looked at her fights, and she's strong. She's fast. Um, she she bucks. I think it will be difficult how to catch her maybe in the ring if you don't do your training right and do the right preparation for it.
Yeah.
But we have been studying her fights, so of course we're going for the win.
Well, of course, otherwise you wouldn't be going, would you?
No, I'm not going to Vegas to get my ass kicked. Not at all. Yeah.
Well, it's a great venue as well, the Fontaine Blue in Las Vegas. We've seen a couple of fights there over the years. It's like a Coliseum type venue with sort of like the stage at the bottom, very similar to the Three Arena in Dublin, which is of course where Skye picked up her title as well, because she's the interim uh,
Mm.
world champion at the moment. So it's going to be a really, really good occasion. Um, are you ready for Las Vegas? Because I don't think you've ever been, have you?
I have never been there before, but I'm so ready for Vegas. I feel like I only have one fight out of Denmark, and it was in Manchester.
Yeah.
But I feel like now I've seen how like the press conference and all these public workouts, and I have an idea of how big of an event it's going to be. So I think I'm prepared for it, and I think I'm going to love Vegas. I think everybody loves Vegas, so why not? I'm going all in for this. I'm so happy for this opportunity.
What's it going to be like when you get to Las Vegas and you're walking down the strip and you see your picture of you and Skye in your adverts at about 400 feet high all down
I
the
don't,
strip?
I really don't know, but when you say it, I can't stop smiling because it sounds so, okay, it sounds so big. But of course it is big. It's a world title fight, and
It is.
yeah, yeah. I
And
just really, yeah.
it's a cracking card as well. Obviously, it's the Hitchens versus Lemo and the Pacheco versus McCallum fight. So there's going to be a lot of hype about this whole
Mhm.
card. And like you said, the press conferences, the workouts,
Mhm.
the weigh-in day is massive in Las Vegas. It's probably bigger than the press conference days. Um,
Yeah.
it's an experience that is going to be a very perhaps overwhelming one for someone who's not been before. How do you think you're going to sort of handle all of that?
I think I'm going to enjoy it. I have worked so hard to get to this point of my boxing career.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to take it all in and enjoy it and focus on the fight because everything is about the fight. I'm not going there to have a good time, to have a vacation. I'm going there to win the world title, BBC world title. And that's the only thing that matters over there. But of course, I'm going to enjoy everything about this experience.
Well, listen, let's talk a little bit about your career and the change you've made, specifically from Manchester, because when we met you in Manchester, um, as a world champion, of course, you were still kind of working a little bit as a nurse, and that fight allowed you to kind of go full time. And I know you were very excited at the time to go into your training and go full time. Just what difference has that made from going into the full time boxing to where you've got to now?
Of course, I have my eyes only on that focus. I still work sometimes, but it's because I like to work in the hospital. So I take some shifts when it's possible. But now the boxing is my first priority. So of course, I've put a lot of more work into it, and I have been training and having a lot of fights these last couple of years since Manchester. So I feel like all the time I've become better and worked on the thing that I missed in Manchester because it was obvious there was something with my strength and the whole setup and everything, my mindset, and I really worked hard to get back on the top. And this is my opportunity to get back.
I mean, one of the things that I like in your last fight, you were fighting Marcella Acuna.
Mm.
And I mean, she's a phenomenal boxer. I think she's had something like 60 odd fights and won 54 or 55 of them, which is a tremendous fight. But you were very, very strong in that fight. And that's a big difference. Do you think that that is the noticeable difference in how you're boxing now from how you were a couple of years ago? You're a lot
Yeah,
stronger now.
I feel a lot stronger, and also we worked a lot on it. Also to go in and make the fight. We have worked hard on my jabs and my right hand and everything to become more hard, more strong. So I can go in and take these infights also. So I also really look forward to show everybody what we have been working on. Um, and of course, I wanted to look good and make a good fight. And I know that Skye is a great boxer, and I think the two of us we could make an awesome fight. And of course, I want to lift my hands up in the end. Yeah.
Well, of course. And you kind of stole my next question, which is that the two styles, I think, having known both of you and seen quite a few of your fights, I think the two styles are really gonna deliver a superb and a very technical fight this time.
Mhm. She's a very technical boxer, and I know I am as well. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think people really can look forward to see this fight.
Well, we're looking forward to it, and we're looking forward to it that much. We're jumping on a plane to come and watch it.
Oh, I'm so happy to hear it. I'm going to see you again over there.
I'm more happy to go, to be honest with you.
Yes,
Las
to go to
Vegas.
Vegas. You
Yeah,
have an excuse to go there now.
when I saw this fight come up, I'm like, oh yes, I'm booking my
Yeah,
flights.
I'm
Um,
so happy to hear that.
but it's going to be a great fight and an opportunity that you very much deserve because you've like you said, you've worked incredibly hard, and you've been in with some superb boxers in your career. I mean, you fought Nina Menke, you fought Cara Bajal, I mean, Vanessa Caballero. I mean, a lot, and obviously Amanda Serrano, of course. And you took her 10 rounds when, frankly, nobody gave you more than 2 rounds, if I'm being
I know.
honest. And
Yeah, you
you
told me
know
that.
that.
Yeah,
I
you
actually
told me.
won a bet, didn't I, on that
Yeah,
night?
you did. Yeah.
I had a bet with a colleague, shall I say, in the boxing world. And I said, "You watch, she will go the 10 rounds, no matter
Yeah,
what." And you did.
I
So
did. I
I,
sure did.
I still owe you a glass of lemonade.
You can give me that in Vegas. Yeah.
um, I mean, this is really good to see in female boxing now, because the sort of the top 5 and 6 boxers in the rankings are all kind of fighting each other. Now I know
Mm,
that Amanda Serrano couldn't fight her opponent the other day because she got injured. But you've got Skye at number 1. You've got yourself
mm.
at number 2. Erica Cruz is number 3. Nina Menke's number 4, and of course Raven Chapman's number 5. Again, Raven couldn't make her fight recently due to a small injury. But you're all
Yeah.
wanting to fight each other, and the
Mm.
difference between men's boxing and female boxing is that you guys will just do it. You will fight each other. And
Yeah, of course.
do you think that the female boxing will actually start to lead the male boxing into actually what they should be doing?
Okay, that's interesting. I didn't think about that actually. But yeah, I think to be the best, you have to beat the best. So of course, number 1 and 2 have to take the fight. And also, I think we have some good profiles in the top.
Yeah.
And the big fights is with the big fighters. So the more we want to put female boxing out there, we also have to take these fights.
So going forwards, okay, we're not going to tempt fate, obviously, but you're going to win. All right, you're going
Mm.
there to try and become the world champion. If it's your time and you achieve that goal, what do you want to do next? Do you want to stay in the same weight and fight some of these other girls? People like Raven Chapman, or maybe Nina again, or Erica Cruz? Or do you want to maybe change weight and go for another world title, and maybe super featherweight, for example?
No, I like this weight because I think, like you say, we are some interesting female fighters here, some strong female fighters, and I want to stay in my weight, that the same weight I've always been in,
Yeah.
and keep fighting the best and proving that I belong here.
So if the telephone goes and Amanda Serrano says, "Hi, Sarah, how are you? Do you fancy a rematch, but over 12 rounds?" What are you going to do?
I will sign it right away and say, hell yeah, when? I would love that opportunity. I would love to come with Amanda into a ring again because I've learned a lot from that fight. And I think I can do it better. And yeah, it will be okay. I've talked about this and I would love to have that opportunity again. But I also know that there are a lot of other female fighters who also want this. So because she's sitting on everything else. So, but that would be the biggest. Yeah, of course.
And she was very complimentary after the fight with you, wasn't she? She came into the
Yeah.
change room and was very complimentary. It must have been a nice feeling to have that from somebody as as well thought of as Amanda, and somebody that is at the top of her game.
Yeah, she was much nicer and her team also after the fight. We had a good conversation in the locker room after, and yeah, I think she's great, and I think she deserves this, and she is doing a lot of good for female boxing. So yeah, but I would love to have the opportunity again. Mm.
So listen, let's keep talking about you, because that's why we're here. We're talking about all the
Yeah.
other people, but it's really good to see you looking so well, and actually looking forward to a great fight and a great opportunity. You're going to be, I think, live on DAZN as well, so a worldwide TV audience. Does that kind of thing sort of, do you think about that when you're in these kind of training camps now, or are you just solely thinking about the boxing and that's it?
I'm thinking about the boxing. I've been doing this for like I started boxing when I was 14. I've been a professional since 2017. So I think I feel natural in this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm focusing on the boxing fight because that's what I'm working on every day. I think about how I eat and how I sleep and what I do just to become a better fighter when I go into the ring. And now, after the Manchester fight, I've put a lot of more focus into this. So I'm just going to focus on what's important, and it's of course the fight.
And of course, you're coached by Mariko Ramirez, is that right?
Oh yeah, but my brother is my head coach,
Yes.
my little brother, and then yeah, Mao, we just called him. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so the two guys together,
Yeah.
how are they sort of getting you ready for this fight? I know that you're not going to tell us your game plan and what you're working at, but have they got a really good plan for you to try and overcome Skye?
We have a great plan, and I feel very safe with them around me, and we work hard every day. So I think we're going to surprise her.
Wow. This is all sounding
Yeah,
like a superb night in Las Vegas.
it's
Um,
going to.
when are you going? Are you going to go a couple of weeks beforehand so you can get rid of the jet lag and get yourself, ready for the fight?
I love you say couple of weeks. We have 7 days before the fight. We're going on Sunday, the Sunday before. Yeah. So
So a quick
yeah,
turnaround. You're going to be
a quick turn around. Yeah,
making the most of all the time in your homeland.
yeah, yeah.
And the question is, are you staying afterwards? So you're going to go and have a couple of days of rest and relaxation in Las Vegas?
We're taking one extra day. So yeah. And then it's yeah, I'm not going there for like a vacation. I'm going there for, of course, the experience to fight on a card in Las Vegas
Yeah.
and to win Skye Nicholson. That is my main goal. If I want to go on a vacation in Las Vegas, I can go some other time. This is all about the fight, and of course, one extra day to just sleep and maybe go out with my team and have some nice food and then go back
Yeah.
to Denmark after. That's all I need.
It sounds like a good plan, and it sounds like you're
Mm.
very focused and getting ready for what could be one of the fights of the year in the female boxing world, I think.
Yeah, I'm glad you think that. I also think we're going to make a good fight. I'm going to give everything I got, so and I'm sure she will too.
Well, listen, we wish you all the very best for this fight. Um,
Thank you so.
like I said, I can't call a winner. I think that the winner will deserve it, and the person who doesn't win will certainly still have some very good opportunities because it's a great platform to be on, a big matchroom show, and your stock is going to rise dramatically regardless of the result. If you win or if you lose, there's definitely going to be more opportunities for Sarah Mahfoud, which is very well deserved, in my opinion.
Thank you so much.
Listen, best of luck, and thank you so much for your time this evening. And we'll see you in Vegas.
See you in Vegas. Bye.